East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast.
Yo. Yo. It ain't perfect, but it's something. I'm gonna try to give y'all some commentary with this game. It ain't perfect, but it's something. I'm gonna try to give y'all some commentary with this game. It ain't perfect. Any injuries so far? I ain't seen no injuries. About to get started here. He just said he's ready, so we'll get started here in 1 second. Best defense in the league, you know. Packers doing alright. They ain't us, you know. Colts got good run defense. They look at that pass defense. Jesus Christ. Oh, that nigga just left left the league too, so I guess that makes sense. Get this going. Let's get this going. Gotta go with the lucky uniform. Let's get it.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's why you get a Bijan. Give you a little 4 yards here and there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news.
Just gotta trust myself. You can go for a 4th and 4 or less anytime.
Game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with it.
Just a bad idea.
And a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
It's all right, CJ. You good. You good.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 27 yards there.
That's all right. It's very early. We got to adjust.
Read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now
That's right. Lock in. Lock in.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough.
I told y'all Tavon is just a cheat. Nah, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Can't even say it.
Now it's Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand for this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They go play action with Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's lock in.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Broncos 0.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front. And in comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Max Crosby, able to his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that
But my defense could have started. We did.
You didn't jinx him.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, there we go. That's a one stop. Let's capitalize.
Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drivers
almost got me a clip.
6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Second and 11 at the 41. They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. And he fires.
Threw it right to him. Threw it right to him. It was tough.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to.
It was a bad decision, but that was a good work.
Into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Oh well, not even who he was throwing it to. Good shit.
Not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and running to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Was sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Old ass BG.
That's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Wilson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He had a lot of targets out there.
Out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Clutch up defense.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
And the
Good
surge is
stuff.
going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
What a lucky bounce. Can't say nothing about it.
Spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change.
Crosby is putting out that edge like crazy.
You're on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
There's Wilson to throw.
Wow.
Force it in and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon.
Good shit.
And he takes this one back.
Wow.
The end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough.
Wow. I thought he was playing the other one. Yeah, I'm choking this. This is not going my way at all, but I'm going to play it out. And I'm going to fight back, and I'm going to win.
That's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good look. It would have been a great play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing is Wilson.
I can't say nothing, but Madden's pulling them out.
That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now Wilson. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
I got to get out of this hole.
Called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On first down, Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
This game, man. I just can't.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I can't even get rid of it.
There, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole.
Just a bad week for us. Looking like the Broncos.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Adams the man in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He hits Adams complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
That's good. Las Vegas. First and 10.
Wilson. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carter. Carlson up and good. And the lead
I'm gonna let him rock out.
Here in the third quarter.
Get his stats. It is what it is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. And this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be every...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do.
Yep, we're asking a 4 touchdown, 0 interception game, or a 5 interception, 0 touchdown game. So it gets nothing in between.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone.
That's Zach Wilson throwing like that, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy.
It's been fun to watch throwing the football this one. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
You just tuned back into a massacre.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
I'm playing like I'm the Broncos. Well, there's no way to put it. Playing like I'm the Broncos.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
All right, I'm not saying 50, right? I'm not saying 50. Can I get to 35 here? I think I can get to 35.
Now it's Wilson.
Get to 35 and feel good about myself. Oh, nope, that's horrible.
And now here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Another great play defensively.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something.
He's got a man complete.
Look at that.
They're going to move it down to inside.
Look at that.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says
Zach Wilson playing like a #1 pick.
Get a win, but as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Touchdown.
I want to touch him. Give me some offense again. It is what it is on defense. They can't stop.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Yep, that's not going to help.
The Broncos onto the field.
I finally got the momentum bar under where you could see my routes. You got it right back up there. Another sack.
Wilson's going to go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete.
Well,
credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring
well.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the
Love
flag.
Love it.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete.
Love it.
And they turn it over.
He got 6 picks.
Unable to convert here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
It's something, right? Can I be proud about something?
The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Can I be happy about something? Anything? Thank you, Madden.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now
He just messaged me and said he fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. 6 times to be exact.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way in.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got a man. He's got this before being taken down.
All you can do about that is hope that your linebacker doesn't do that.
They go play action with Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now it's Wilson. He's got it.
Why are you not on the inside of that, Pat? Please tell me.
This thing is ugly. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just added
Good shit to him. Good shit to him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is single short and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
Number 12 just was not going to touch him. Did not want to touch him.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch
little touch.
29 yards.
Whatever you want to call it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Now a desperation throw deep
Good throw.
downfield.
Good throw, guys. That was a great fucking throw.
Coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
He's got Renfro on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught.
This game is so stupid. I hate it. I hate it.
As they throw for a late touchdown.
Alright, guys.
Some might see this as overkill, but remember,